leg is... Good morning, happy Friday, and this is a really rare moment where you're going to see me in all black. Everyone was sleeping in my room, and this is basically what I could grab. I slipped in this shirt. This is a bruise from one of my injections. I'm going to be taking it really easy today. This is like probably one of my first workouts back since my transfer, so I'm encouraged to not really do aggressive workouts until Monday when I take a pregnancy test. So I'm gonna just do things that like improve and focus on posture, deep core, some mobility stuff. So because I haven't been very active these last couple of days, I've noticed I've been sitting a lot more, a little more rounded in the shoulders, a little more dumped in the pelvis, and all of these little daily habits can contribute to long-term posture, but also really strengthening the backside and also strengthening the inside. Here's a couple of progressions that I've been working on with my wounded chair. The third one is not very pretty, but I'm working towards it, and that's the important thing, is we're always working towards stronger and better. Number 2, stacking the shoulders, so a lot of shoulder stability, a huge chest opener, and you're engaging more of the back here. And the third one, leg extends out. Oh my gosh, so much glute med work on that supporting leg. You guys, it's insanely hard. Again, stacking the shoulders, really working on that posterior chain. Then this one, girls, just getting some mobility into the posterior part of the pelvis. I posted a reel with something similar on a yoga block the other day, but you can see I can get so much more range of motion with this chair, really opening up and stacking the hips and then really depressing the hips, so range of motion, and you are working core here too. So I like to leave the background noise on for you guys so that you can hear when the breathing cues are, because I know a lot of you have questions on the breathing cues. So this one is an advanced core move. You have to have a lot of mobility in the hips and strength in the upper body to support the single leg. I love, love, love this move for inner thigh and pelvic floor relaxation and engagement. It's an inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch those inner thighs, relax the pelvic floor, let the diaphragm expand, and then exhale, get long and tall in the spine as you squeeze the inner thighs together and the pelvic floor lifts. Internal and external rotation of your hips is so important for your pelvic floor and opening up space in the posterior part of the pelvic floor and into your back. So a lot of exercises and movements we do, our toes are turned out, especially with pregnancy. But if you look right now, my toes are turned in. So getting some good internal rotation is going to open up the posterior wall of the pelvic floor, creating more space. So a lot of times we live externally rotated, and that puts a lot of squeeze, engagement, stress, and pressure onto the sciatic nerve and the piriformis. And what I love about Pilates is you're encouraged to do a lot of more internal rotation, and it also links breath work with pelvic floor and movement. Here we've got some big hip circles while keeping the pelvis steady. This is a really important component here, is watching that rib flare. Notice my hands are going up to my ribs just to secure and get tactile feedback to make sure those ribs aren't flaring. What's more important than how big the circles are here is how steady and stable the hips are. So how steady and stable can you keep your hips and your pelvis while the limbs